Of course, that is it. Now you can understand how these reporters use their words. Certain phrases also are there which are very special, and with the Indian reporting style and the British style, we can make out the difference. Slight differences are there, of course, and most of the time Indian reporting is just a copy of the British or foreign reporting also. So there are some similarities also. You can make it out. That is what I wanted to convey to you. One more important thing is, whenever you note down the underline, I thought of giving you a printout also so that you can underline the difficult words. Once this exercise is finished, what we have to do is, of course, we'll check out with the words in the dictionary. We'll look up the words in the dictionary and understand the meaning. I hope this pteroplot maybe sometimes sound as a difficult word. We'll look up in the dictionary and understand that, please. One more. Yeah. A plant. What is the meaning of pteroplot? A plant to engage terrorist activities. This is the real meaning of the word the phrase pteroplot. Now we can go split the word into two things. Terror, we already know. And what is plot? Plot. The first meaning is a small piece of ground, generally used for a specific purpose. We know a garden plot, a house plot, a plot for a building, the plot in which Kladeo is situated. All these things we know. And the second meaning is, again, a ground plan, as for building a diagram. We know the plot. The thing was plotted on a piece of paper. You know, we have looked at the plot. We examined the plot. Or it can sometimes mean a graph also. Sometimes the pattern of events or main story in a narrative or drama. The plot of Shakespeare's Othello, we say sometimes. The novel was plotted on the event of the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Sometimes we may say. So that is plot. Another meaning of plot is a secret plan to accomplish a hostile or illegal purpose. A scheme. Sometimes a scheme. When a word scheme is used for plot, it only means that it's a secret plan to accomplish a hostile or illegal purpose. So when you look up, you will get all these meanings in the dictionary. From these meanings, you understand this is the meaning which is suitable for our context. So it's a plot, it's a scheme, it's a secret plan the terrorist has done in Australia some 4 years back. So this is the meaning we select. Okay, now let's see what is the next difficult word. Stockpile. We already may be knowing, some people may be knowing what stockpile is. But a stockpile is often referred to, mentioned, a supply of stored for future use, usually carefully acquired and maintained. To accumulate and maintain a supply for future use. Now you understand what a stockpile is. A stockpile of firearms. US has a large stockpile of arms of mass destruction, weapons of mass destruction. So we say stockpile. So whenever you want to refer to any meaning like this, immediately you have to think of this word stockpile. Remember stockpile? You can apply some memory enhancement techniques also. Stockpile. You are every day doing files. You have a lot of files in your stock. So remember stockpile. A stockpile means it is an accumulate and maintain a supply for future use. Remember this meaning. And whenever you get a chance to use this kind of a meaning, use the word stockpile in your everyday conversation. We'll go to the next word. Yeah, prosecutor. How do you pronounce the word?
Prosecutor.
Once again.
Prosecutor.
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 Yeah, ter is to be clear, and there's a difference from our usage of the sound R, because our usage is influenced by the use of R in our vernacular language. So this mother tongue influence has to be taken care of, and we have to pronounce the last word as R and not as R. The flap is not used in English. So you have to practice it at home and ensure that you pronounce this word as prosecutor.
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 Okay, what's the meaning? One that prosecutes. A person, maybe sometimes in a court of law, he prosecutes others. So the prosecutor may be a judge most of the time. Okay? Prosecutor. Or one that initiates and carries out a legal action, especially a criminal proceeding. Okay? That is the word meaning of prosecutor. This word also is used in the news report, and it is to denote a meaning like this. One that prosecutes. Okay? Now we'll go to the next slide. Yeah. Defendant. What is the word meaning of defendant? Defendant means the party against which an action is brought. You know, in a court of law, there will be a party against whom an accusation is made and proved. Okay? So that party is called defendant. Defendant. The party against whom an action is brought. So this word also is used in the news space. You have to understand it. You have to remember the meaning. You have to use the word. Now, firearms. What is the meaning of the word firearms? A weapon, especially a pistol or a rifle, capable of firing a projectile and using an explosive charge as a propellant. You understand? So there's a slight difference between arms, firearms, weapons, ammunition, and all these things. There's a shade of difference. You understand? When firearms is used, it denotes certain kind of weapons like pistol or a rifle capable of firing a projectile. What is a projectile? Yeah, something projected out from a source. And to project it out, the energy used is generated from an explosion, contained explosion inside the barrel of a gun. That kind of a weapon is called a firearm. So remember the meaning of firearms. It is this, a weapon, especially a pistol or a rifle. Rifle is a kind of pistol itself where there are riflings inside the barrel. You understand? So when the projectile comes out, it just is thrown in a spin motion. You understand? Spin motion. So wherever it hits, it drills a bigger hole. So that's called a rifle. You understand? That's a difference between rifle and pistol. Anyway, we'll come to the first word. Firearms means a weapon, especially a pistol or rifle, capable of firing a projectile and using an explosive charge as a propellant. What is a propellant? The propellant force behind me was my wife, my father, my mother. We say, what is propellant? Yeah, the energy which has driven you to act, to do this. And the energy which has driven the bullet is an explosion which had happened inside the gun. Okay? That is firearms. Do you understand what firearms is?
Yes.
We'll go to the next word. Prejudice. You heard of this word? Have you ever used this word in your conversations? Yeah. What does it mean? What does it mean? 1. A. An adverse judgment or opinion formed beforehand or without knowledge or examination of the facts. You understand? Yeah. And there's another meaning, preconceived preference or idea. Preconceived. Pre means before something. You understand? Post means after something. Here it's a preconceived notion, idea. And it's not subject to any test to ascertain whether it's right or wrong. That's kind of an idea. It's called prejudice. And there's another meaning, the act or state of holding unreasonable preconceived judgments or convictions. You understand? And Anthony Wheeler has asked the judge to avoid all prejudices because sometimes they are prejudiced against Muslims. Do you understand? So the judge has asked them to avoid all prejudices before coming to judgment about the terror activists. Okay, that is called prejudice. Now we understand what is the meaning of prejudices. With this knowledge, new knowledge gain, you have to use the word prejudice in your conversation and in your written language also.